Hello, I'm doing a portfolio update after the first week of 2022. So last week, S&P dropped 100 points, and then um, bonds dropped. Let's see. From TLT dropped from 147 to 142. So I guess that's because they're expecting a faster rate hike for 2022. Currently, I'm pretty neutral. My downside risk is basically just this in this portfolio and some shares. China looks like it has made a bottom. Baba had like 3 updates from like 115 to 133. But I think you can short this on every pop. But I'm long like IQ and Momo, and I'm short the banks and I'm short energy. So if you look at the nasdaq versus the Dow, just looking at one mini future contract, you can see just last week there's like $20,000 in difference. So people are fleeing the nasdaq and going into a Dow. But I don't think that's the right play because the Dow is also at all-time highs, and then you have like the banks hitting all-time highs, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. But I think they'll probably pop some more this week, and then I think you can short it. Yeah, I got caught a little bit on Roblox. Yes, last week I didn't make any money. I think I lost like 300 last week. But still doing okay for the month, I guess. Just back to here. You see, like this dip here was because the market spiked and I was short. Then this dip here was because the market spiked again and I was short. And this dip was because the market spiked down and I was caught long. And then as the market rallied, I kept trying to neutralize my delta. And then it, but I think I'm still quite neutral here. Oh yeah, last week, oil, it rallied 5%. That's where I got hurt last week because I'm short like I'm short like 3 of the 55 calls, and then short like the 56 call here for next week. But I've been trying to neutralize it by selling the 55 put. Yeah, right now I collected $5 in credit, and then it's at minus 930, so I'm done like 500 bucks. So hopefully, well, crude oil it peaked at like 80.50, and then it's back to 89 now. Yeah, it peaked at 80.50, and then it's back to 89. So hopefully USO can drift back down to 55 for this week. For Roblox, when I was like at 87, I put this trade on, and then yeah, so it dropped from 100 to 85-ish, and then I put this trade on, and then I just kept dropping. So on this bounce here, I took this off for like $3 winner, but then I still had like a tiny put spread just as a scout. After I took this off, I saw another put spread at for next week, this 84, 83. But then it looked like Roblox kept dropping, so I rolled it out for debit here, and then I rolled it out again to because it dropped all the way to like 85. So I rolled it out again to the 21st for debit, but then I also sold call spread. So my total credit is like it's 46 cents, and it's currently minus 132. So I'm down 85 bucks here. Yeah, so hopefully if it bounces back to like 87, 88, I can sell more call spreads, or just take this off. After capital to keep increasing my position, but I don't really like to do that until I feel like it's bottom. So right now I'm just defending a super tiny position, and then see what I can do first before I increase my size. I think it can still drop further to the 70s. That's why I'm not increasing my size here. So if I can defend this and then get rid of some risk, then I can increase my size later on. Nasdaq, I'm not short Nasdaq anymore because it's dropped quite a bit. Nasdaq dropped 5% last week. I was shorted at above 400, but then I didn't press it down because that's not my style. if I want to lean slightly bullish, I was thinking of doing something like this. Have the center around 383. But then I think we can test mid to low 370s here. And then I think we'll also see a bounce back to the 385s. Yeah, so I think the range will be around 385 to 370 for next week. So maybe if it drops to like 376, I could put this on. And then go out in March and just define the risks like this. Something like this would give me like $5 to $6 in premium for just $2,000 in risk, and there's like 70 days in the March. Well, let's see. Maybe it's better to invest in some April options. Okay, so April options just opened this week. Let's take a look at the June options. Yeah, something like this to lean a little bit bullish. So this is like $3,000 plus $10 in risk here, so 4,000 in risk. Yeah, 4,000 in risk.
Playing from desktop UL5 NSH7.
So this is $12. If I go to June instead. I guess this, I like this because it gets me closer to the action. I want 380. Right now I just have some of the money calls, short calls. This is a broken ring butterfly here. But then you can't get any more premium at the 400 level, so it's pricing in that NASDAQ will not teleport back up. So I'm looking at either leaning slightly long NASDAQ or neutral, or shorting the Dow for next week. And hopefully oil can get back to 77 bucks. And for BlackBerry, I have like 19 short puts here. I rolled these from the 9 puts from last week for a tiny credit, maybe. Yeah, so for this January 7th cycle, I have a debit of 86 cents, and then I moved the credit to 134 for January 14th. Yeah, so I'm waiting for this to burn off. Yeah, I think Chinese stocks probably trade around here, because the upside is limited and then the downside is also limited at this point. And then for you see this article about trying to exchange 4 Bored Apes for a house in Vancouver. It's it might be the top for crypto and the stock market from this article. And it also coincides with the interest rate hike. Yeah, so I think the stock market might be at least a short-term top at 4,800. Yeah, I think you have to short every rally. And yeah, probably watch the risk on the downside, because some of these stocks can still drop by like 50-60% for stocks like Roblox, Pen. I think Hood is probably close to the bottom at this is probably close to a bottom at $16. Because you can see they have $13 of cash. So this is actually just like a $5 stock here at $16. Yeah, I'm short the 15 put for next week. When this burns off, I might double down and then sell 2 of the 14 puts. So what I would do is sell 2 of these and then buy buy one of these for credit. So that would let me accumulate a lot of tail options for free. I also think Wish might have bottom at 270. They have $2 in cash. So Wish can probably still drop to $2 or like 220. So I have a bunch of short puts at 250. Yeah, these you could sell for like $8 to $10 for $250. That's like 3-4% return for 7 days, which is pretty nice. And then I'm also long some one puts to cut the buying power. So I've accumulated these for free. And yeah, that cuts my buying power to just see if I sold 7 of these 250, it would be 1,750 in buying power, but I'm only using 12,000 here. That's because I have these long puts that I've accumulated for free. And then for BB, I've also accumulated so many puts for free. So I'm only using 7,500 in buying power. And then for IWM, I try to short every rally, but I've accumulated so many free calls that that my portfolio is a bit long here in IWM. But I think we could test the lows of December 20 next week for this, or 2 weeks from now. We could probably test the low. The thing is, for like even the 223 calls, 225 calls, there's almost no premium left. So it's tough to be short IWM at these levels. But every time it bounces back to like 218 to 220, I think you can add a little short. And then if it goes back here, you can add a little more. And then yeah, but then you see, even though the Russell's been pretty weak, the banks have been hitting highs. So the banks make up a large portion of the Russell. So around 210 might still be the bottom for the Russell for now. Yeah, so my plan for next week is try to neutralize roadblocks on upticks, and then maybe put on a neutral to bullish position in NASDAQ, and then let's see if the Dow pops again. I might short it with like a call spread like this. And then keep selling premium in BB and Wish. Oh yeah, I also have a neutral position in IQ here. So I'm short the 4 put and 4 call. So I'm neutral at one here at 420, 430. Yeah, so I put these on for like 45 cents in debit. So, and then I'll roll these every week. If for 1 week, so every week you can probably roll these for 20 cents in credit. So after 2 weeks, I should be able to pay this off, and then I would get these for free. And then if it lands somewhere at 4, then I can take these off for free, and then I'll get these 2 options for free. Yeah, that's all for this update. Thanks for watching. Bye.